Good morning, I'm Chip.
Good morning, I'm Steve.
And this is
Chip's Garage.
I don't even know what to say anymore, Steve. This is getting crazy. You know, I encourage people to look back at all the videos.
Yes.
First of all, the progression of our first video to now, the way we've done it and the signage and the different things. Let's thank all our viewers.
Oh, thank you. And I'm glad you all, I hope you all had a great holiday.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Now this year, we're going to have some really nice cars coming out.
Yeah. All of them are nice, man.
I
wish I had every car we covered.
I
I want to get into this, buddy. We're going to do two things today because you brought yours, which is the exact same thing.
Car.
Yeah, it's a 1950 Mercury, right? Is it called a sedan or
two-door coupe?
Two-door coupe. And it's exactly the same car.
And a 50 Mercury two-door coupe chopped.
Right. Well, customized in a lot of ways. Yeah. So I'm going to let you start running with it. I know your buddy Jim, right?
Yeah, I've known him for almost 50 years. He's like my big brother to me. He taught me so much in life about cars. And I've been around this car since it was built in 1987. This is all his information on it. And this car was in Clearwater. You could come Clearwater, and we found it, and we dragged it home.
So that's how it was when you bought it.
Yeah, yeah, he bought it.
And that was in 1987.
87. And if you page through here, it's got
all the
pictures and all that. He's got a Camaro subframe in it. He's got hard custom top, you know, where they chopped it. Yeah. All the metal work. The car was in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
You know.
Look at this work.
All the work.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. Nova rear end.
Yeah. Nova rear end, so 10 bolt. Chevy 10 bolt.
Yep. And the chop, he was telling us right over here, come on over here, see it? He was telling us right here, it took weeks to do this. You know, he cut it and, you know, both sides. Then he took the rear window, and most people just lay it down. He moved it up. So it kind of looks like a Hudson, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, he was telling us on this that he cut this every quarter of an inch.
Right.
And he quarter inched it and then welded it all back together to get it. But again, if you look at that car, I mean, take a good look at it, and then you look at this car, it's hard to imagine they're even the same exact car.
I know. And chopping the top on these cars, you can really screw up bad.
Oh, bad. You can ruin the car.
You can ruin the car, yeah. Jim is just so meticulous. I speaking of chopping tops, I want you to come over and look at the skirts. These are custom from Jim. Made these skirts, and I wish I had a set for my own because the original skirts fit over it and they just don't look right.
Yeah, they look like they were an afterthought, and they just stuck out like a sore thumb. Where he streamlined them. Yeah, and then he even created a little flare here towards the end and the back. I mean, beautiful work.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story. I've been around this car. I've been around Jim since I was 18 years old. And we've done a lot of ventures. But we took this to Holland, Michigan to a lead sled meet. Okay? We took this to Maggie Valley. We took this to Bike Week where the bikers were doing like this and let us go through at Daytona. I mean, we've had so much fun. Now, Jim has towed a trailer, went to New York on a trailer. He's been across the country in this car.
Right.
He has a 283 automatic in it with a turbo 350.
With a two-barrel.
Two-barrel.
Yeah.
He drove it for 200,000 miles and started puffing smoke and started getting weak. Yeah. So a friend of his, Rob, rebuilt the engine, transmission, the front end, and all that. He said he's ready to go for another 200,000.
Yeah. Well, it's a 305.
305
we'll look
now.
at it. But he said he's turned the speedometer over. He's on his third time.
Yeah.
And there's the thing. We always tell people, drive it. This is a driver. This is not a show car.
Let's go around. We'll show you inside.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. But it's a driver. I say it's not a show car. To me, it is a show car just because of how beautiful and how unique and custom it is.
He pulled it in a couple months ago to a car show, just pulled it in. He got like best of something. He wasn't even wanting anything.
Right.
And they just loved the car.
Let's point this out a couple things, Steve, because he was saying earlier, he's got a 4-inch chop on the front. So he took 4 inches out here. And again, if you just look at Steve's car, same exact car, look at the height of the roof and then look at this. And in the back, he took out 5 inches back here. Yeah. And again, compared to two. Yeah. You can also see with the rear window what Steve was talking about, moving it forward and laying it down. So you can see how close Steve's window is. And also look at this.
Here.
He removed it, but see how close this is.
And the trim and a roof gutter.
Yeah,
the rail. Look at that, how mine comes down like this. And this goes off to nest.
Yeah, and then look at what he did here. So you can see how much room there is here and how much he moved it up. And then you can see the custom drip rail.
It didn't compromise the back seat sitting or anything, or the trunk. He just laid it down.
Right.
Yeah,
the
it's
inside,
amazing.
Yeah. I mean, just gorgeous.
Jim is such a craftsman on
now
this
would be very similar to the American Graffiti.
Oh, yes. The Farrell's car.
Yeah, the Farrell's. If it was,
they're a 51, I think it was.
Was it a 51? Okay, but still, it looks very, very similar. So Steve points out some stuff you know, man.
And Chip and I were talking about maroon. Man, have a nice maroon.
Oh, yeah.
Come on over here. You can see he took the centerpiece out of the windshield. Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice
glued them together. I have a centerpiece right here. Okay.
Right.
But could you imagine if I put a visor like mine on it? It'd be down to here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on over here. Inside, he has electric door handles there. A secret. I can't tell you where.
Yeah, because this is called shaved, right? Everything's shaved.
Now, he drives it everywhere. He said, "I'm not going to clean it. I drive it."
Yeah.
This is a custom car that you drive.
Yeah.
Now, I always told him, I says, when I get in there, Jim, I want to know what all those switches do. And he pulls out this little map of all what the switches do. They all are functional.
Yeah.
It has air, power steering, power brakes. The car can go anywhere. And it's very comfortable. He has got an Impala front seat.
He's got hundreds and hundreds of thousand miles on this car. It's unbelievable. I want to point out a couple of things if I can get in here.
Sure. Watch your head.
Watch your head and knees. Although you've got tons of room once you sit in it. But he was saying he wanted to mimic the old World War II airplanes. And if you look at all the switches and the way he did the gauges. Now, Steve, remember what this is for?
Yeah, prism.
Tell him.
That is for when you have a chopped car, you can see the red light and green light when it's ready to go, because you cannot see, even with my visor, you can't see a green light.
Yeah, so your stoplight, you can't see them because this is so little here. You look up, this allows you to see that going up. Yeah. This is a Chevy Impala steering wheel. Yeah. So this has a lot of mixed match parts on it, which would have been very, very common for 50s hot rodders, right?
Yep.
And that's look at Steve. Remember this?
The old speakers,
6x9s in the door. Wow, I haven't seen those forever.
No power windows or nothing. He says, I want a nice basic car that just runs down the road.
Yeah.
And he's proved it.
Look at these handles though, man. I love these. Yeah, those are original.
Yep.
And of course, the little vent window.
He said this was unbelievable big because you had to bend it.
I can't even imagine. So he had to chop and
redo and weld stainless. Yeah.
I look, I wonder what year that came from.
Probably 50s.
I was going to say that's got to be very old school. Here's your emergency brake. What is this for, Steve?
Cow horn, like when we started up, we'll go ahead.
That's the horn.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And here's the air conditioner for those of you who've never seen the old underdash air conditioners. And he's got the moon here. This car is so cool. Yeah. And here's something a lot of you, here's his GPS, right? Yeah. I mean, in the old days, people had these. Yes. So when they were traveling and reading maps, wow. And these seats are super comfortable. You said these came out of an Impala?
Yeah, Impala.
Really?
Early
you know
Impala,
what year?
Yeah. I think 60, 61 maybe.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
They're super plush.
I want you to zero in on this. These are questions to everybody's answers, because when you go to a car show, what'd you put in it? What has it got? What's it?
Well, you got one of those on your Camaro.
Yeah, I got one of them on the Camaro. Yeah, so I like number 15. No.
That's funny. Just a beautiful car.
Well, let's go in here. Let's go.
Well, let's look at the trunk real quick.
Sure. Okay.
And I wanted to point out the moons. So these would have
center bar.
Yeah. So the center bar, full-size moon cap, and of course the white walls.
They're radial white walls. The car runs really, really nice.
Yeah. Now you were saying it was on a what frame?
A Camaro, 67 through 69.
It's got a 67 through 69 clip, front clip.
Front clip, and it's rear steer.
Yeah.
So it really makes a different rear steer.
Yep.
Okay. There's a secret button. These are Cadillac.
Oh yeah.
Cadillac,
which again, all the hot rodders did back then.
This is a hot rodder's trunk.
Point it
That's
out.
it. That's it. Yeah. You got here's the jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's his toolbox. Here's his pump. Here's a trailer hitch. He's got a sleeping bag. Now, he's not afraid to go, and if he can't find a motel, he'll pull on the side of the road and put a tarp over it and sleep on the side of it.
Unbelievable.
He's one of these unbelievable.
Well, this would have been the real 60s hot rodders,
Yeah,
right?
50s, 60s, yeah.
I mean, this is what they did. Now, here's where you fill the gas.
Yeah,
right?
here's your filled gas.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And what is
Used
that
to be
pump?
right here.
What is that pump? Yeah, what is that pump?
That's air pump. He has a air suspension.
Oh, that's right, because it's
right. Batteries back
right,
here.
Right.
Now you see this, and over here on mine, it has a flap right here, and it was kind of modern for mine, but he moved it. You know.
Yeah.
You see the license plate. Look at.
Yeah, chopped.
You know, no bumperettes. He just put the. You know,
put the bolts in
and
there.
it's really simple and basic. I want to show you here. Look what he did here. It took a lot of work to do this. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
He just rounded the corners. And all
yeah. Again, let's compare it to this over here. Look at how squared this was.
Right.
And what Steve's pointing out there. The workmanship is unbelievable.
Now
Steve.
come over here, and I got blue dot tail lights.
Right.
And they're supposed to be still illegal.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's my trunk. Okay. I got a spare tire from 1960.
Yeah.
And I have bumperettes, Mercury. And you can see this is shaved.
Again,
over there.
just pan the back of that one and pan the back of this one, and just look at the difference of them.
Look at.
Unbelievable.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
It's just, you can see it's such a difference.
And again, he shaved everything. He shaved the emblems. He shaved the door handles. He shaved everything.
Hey, I got story. We're in the parking lot waiting for him, and we both pulled up. This young kid in his truck and trailer pulls up and stops. Oh my God, this is beautiful. He said, I got a 32 Ford. I said, what's that, 32 coupe? What? He said, no, I got a panel truck. And I gave him our car. He says, oh man, I got to look you guys up. Oh my God. He says, this is awesome. You made my day. He just loved the Mercs. He knew what they were, young guys.
That was today.
Yeah, today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I got a lot of thumbs up today.
Let's look. Now, he was saying this trim, and maybe the viewers can help us because we weren't exactly sure.
Might be 55 Chevy, maybe.
Well, yeah, I don't recognize it off of 55, but our viewers, if somebody knows.
That I forgot.
Yeah,
okay. But this is original.
Yeah, well, you can see it on yours.
Original. Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's look under here. This is, we got the shark tooth grill.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at.
Yeah.
Low lives of Gainesville.
Yeah. Now, again.
Frenched.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Frenched in headlights.
These are called French. These are real big.
Right, which would have been recessed in, right?
And these are like 52 Ford.
Yeah. And I just want to show again for the viewers, let's show them the front of what it originally looked like so they can appreciate.
Antenna hole.
I mean, look at the difference.
Hole, Frenched.
Yeah.
And my antenna is original.
Yeah.
See, look at the front end.
Look at the difference. It almost looks like a different car.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Totally different. And I got
so you can see the
Sunshine
headlights
State.
are out. You can see all the different things, and even the way the bumper. Now, is that the original bumper on there, Steve?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's just the bumperettes are taken
right,
off. Yeah.
right.
Bumper cars.
But it's so different.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, let's look under the hood.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
He has a 305 Chevy. He had a 283 that went, like you say, 200,000.
Right.
He put a 305, which 283, 305, 307 were good economy motors. And they were great for this.
Loved them.
He gets like 18 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
He's got a turbo 350 in it with an over rear end we were talking about.
Yeah, with a 10-inch Chevy, 10 bolt, sorry.
Now, it's early GM air cleaner.
Right.
He's got the air conditioning, original heater like I do. He put power brakes, power steering, alternator, a bigger radiator. He had it cut down like a Corvette.
From a Corvette, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see nice valve covers, nice intake.
Yeah.
He's got a Edelbrock carburetor on it. And it's just a very simple car. Yeah. You can pull over and fix it and go to any parts store.
It's got his coil back here. And the old chrome coil.
Right.
And it has the original exhaust manifolds on it. You see the power steering down there.
No headers or nothing.
Yeah, right. It's a cruiser,
It's a cruiser.
The thing about this is what he did with it. You can just drive it hundreds of thousands of miles and enjoy it.
I got a story.
Yeah.
You want one of my stories? Oh,
sure.
Look at this. How this is rounded. Mine isn't. It's square.
Yeah.
Okay. We're way up on 441 going to Maggie Valley. We pull over this little town somewhere out there. And these two kids come up and they go, man, that's a beautiful car. I said, this is Sylvester Stallone's old car for the Cobra. Yeah. Really? Oh my God. And I was messing with him. And I said, that's Sylvester Stallone's grandpa. Yeah, Jim, and they were laughing. They thought it was funny. And I said, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. We saw that movie and they really liked it.
Oh yeah.
But they knew what movie it was.
Oh yeah.
Cobra.
Well,
Cobra.
Again, cool that he's using all the different
Right.
parts. And again,
Right.
in the old school hot rods, that's how it would have been.
Right.
You just picked the best of what you thought was coolest, right? And did it. And then you did your custom work on the body. Well, why don't you start it up for us, buddy?
Yep. Hey, my friend said the other day, he rode my Merc. He said he bought one back in 1960, a Mercury for the engine for $25.
Oh, geez.
And he put the engine in a 32 Ford.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. You got to hear this. You got to hear this. This sounds so nice with some Smitty exhaust on it.
Oh, yeah. There's the horn. I love it. I love it. Listen to, oh, come out. You got to hear the back of it here. Oh, wait, hang on, Steve. That's fun. Jim was telling us that horn can scare a whole herd of cows.
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead, rev it up a little bit. Oh, man. He's obviously got straight pipes on it there.
That or some Smitties, I think.
Yeah, man,
Either
it
one.
sounds good.
Oh, man, when you're driving down the road and you drop it down a gear and let it, he used to have flamethrowers on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, tell them what flamethrowers, some of them won't know.
He has a switch in there where you shut the key off for a second, pump it up, and then you get some gas in there. And flames, he had spark plugs you put here, and you ignite it, and they come out here.
Yeah,
so, we're
so
up
it would literally throw
flames
flames
come out
when
about
you
this
hit
far.
the gas.
Well, they have propane ones that go way up to over to the
yeah,
motorhome there.
Yeah.
So we're somewhere up in North Carolina about middle of the night cruising, and this trucker was going, and he hit the flamethrowers.
Oh.
And he went nuts. I guess he must have told a bunch of other truckers because every time a trucker would go by,
yeah. Man, this is a cool car,
yeah.
Steve.
So I don't know much more to say because there's so much more I can say.
Yeah.
But it's primer. You can see he drives it.
Right. Well, let's come over here.
I'm impressed. I'm glad he brought it today.
I love all the old stickers and all the different things he's got on it.
KOK, campgrounds. He's a member, stuff. But that's about it. You can see the differences.
Yeah, you're not going to find, one more time, if we can just take a look at that car there compared to this car here. Yep. It's just unbelievable the amount of body work and what he did to it. Right. And both of them are cool. We talked about that,
I love
Steve.
them both.
I would keep yours like it is. I wouldn't change a thing because you can't find them like this.
My Uncle Guido come out of his grave and grab me one and say, don't do that.
But being the exact same cars, it just shows you what the hot rodders were doing.
And you can see that when you open the hood, the door, look at the difference. How much, even though it's chopped, it has a lot of room, but this has a ton of room.
Right.
Yeah, it's so different, but this was a hot rodder's choice.
Yes.
This and 32 Fords.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, an amazing car again, buddy. We appreciate all you viewers. Like it. If you like the video, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm Chip.
I'm Steve.
And this is
Chip's Garage.
See you guys, Chip's Garage. Cruising the Mercs, man.